While Kat and I were headed down to Kentucky to do a couple of barrel picks, we decided to stop in Evansville, Indiana to do a little bourbon hunting. We stumbled upon High Spirits Liquor Store, which was one of the cleanest stores we've seen in quite some time, and it had a wonderful selection of odd things that we don't really find in the Chicago market. They had a bunch of open sample bottles by the front counter so you could try something before you buy it, which is a really nice touch that we appreciate. Some of the price tags were a little bit faded in the store, so you might not be able to make all of them out. We soon noticed during our time in Indiana that Early Times Bonded was just about everywhere. We've made a couple adjustments to our camera equipment, so let us know your thoughts below in the comments. This Green River 1885 is something that we simply just don't see in the Chicago market. While we asked the people at Green River about it, they told us it's a bartender-friendly bottle that sits perfectly in the rails. Old Tub is something that isn't very popular in the Chicago market, but I do enjoy it every once in a while. If you're a fan or not, let us know in the comments. They have a nice selection of spirits that we either don't see or I've never seen before, and the owner was nice enough to walk us through the shelves and point some of them out to us. Some of the prices you see are tater deterrents to make sure that people aren't coming to just grab and flip bottles, but there are still plenty of deals to be had here, some of which absolutely blew us away. In addition to having the most Buffalo Trace we've seen on a single shelf on a store in Indiana, they also had a couple of bundles for some more of the premium bottles that are harder to find. This gem of Kentucky has always been on my watch list, and at $50 off, it was hard to say no, but I had to leave it on the shelf today. It should also come as no surprise that in the land of MGP, there are a ton of different labels, that are sourcing all of their juice from Lawrenceburg, Indiana. One example that stood out for us was this Moondrops Distillery 7-year MGP whiskey. The value on this bottle seems really good, but we've got 4 days planned in Louisville and we need to spread our budget. I've really been loving the new branding and packaging that Sagamore is using for all of their bottles. ASW doesn't get any distribution in the Chicago area, and this Fiddler has been on our watch list for a couple of years now. With a double oak expression at both level 3 and level 4 chars, this one sounds awesome and we're bringing it home. These Ben Holiday Rickhouse proof bottles are highly sought after in Chicago and wouldn't last longer than a day sitting on a shelf. And this Chattanooga Founders Reserve is about the cheapest price we've ever seen it. Something that really caught our eye was this Proof and Wood Extraordinary American Blended Whiskey. With an 18-year Tennessee bourbon, 8-year corn, 14-year light whiskey, and 6-year bourbon all blended together, discounted to $100, felt like a really good deal, and we were really interested, but unfortunately, we have to leave it today. Up until recently, Frey Ranch is a brand that has limited distribution outside of just a select number of states. While we were in Vegas, we tried the standard 4-grain release and enjoyed it, but thought that it lacked proof. If you've tried the uncut release before, let us know your thoughts below in the comments. Oldhammer is one of our favorite NDP brands that was resurrected by the West Fork Distillery Company. All of their releases are pretty solid, but the Hugh Hammer line is among the hardest to find out of the entire collection. If you ever see it on a shelf and you haven't tried it yet, it's definitely worth the grab. French Lick is another Indiana distillery that's making some interesting products. We like the flavor, but we think they need a little time to age. Anything from Campbelltown is considered to be some of the most sought-after bottles available in the Scotch whiskey market. The most approachable and probably the hardest to find is the Hazelburg 10-year. The owner also clued us in about this Old Blvd Scotch, which is a 14-year for $60 and is an incredible value find. He bought all the available remaining allocation in the state. I don't think I've seen any Highland Parks with an age statement older than 12 years. Are these an incredible find? Another great deal that the owner told us about is this Lismore Speyside Scotch. The way that he described it was some sort of back-of-the-truck deal in Scotland for a really good product for a cheap price. At only $25, I was very interested, but I'm curious to see if anyone else has tried it. Back in the day, Macallan used to be one of my favorite Scotch brands on the market, but it's been some time since I've actually picked one up. Their newest special release has some beautiful packaging, and it has an absolutely stunning presentation. Rice whiskey is definitely a divisive spirit, and although it's technically not considered Japanese, it does come from Japan. This Oishi Sherry Cask is one of our favorite rice-based spirits and has a unique sweet nuttiness that I've never found in any other spirit. The Hard Truth Distillery is located nearby, and the master distiller will pop in every once in a while and sign bottles. We're not fans of RD1 Ambrana, but this one is an absolute banger and drinks way under the proof point. And these rabbit hole cash strengths are a steal at $40 off. We grabbed a couple of things that we need for our Whiskey Dome project, so we're very happy with today's haul. A big thank you once again to all of our patrons who help make this channel possible. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more content like this soon, and comment below to let us know what you think we should have picked up. We'll catch you next time.